Hey, what's up? I totally saw you there. Um, it's the rapey day, therapy day. Once again, I am sorry for driving that joke into the ground every fucking time we do one of these vlogs. Um, yeah. Uh, so it's been another couple weeks and, new stuff popping up. Um, we just posted the pretty much everything except for the addendum, but the addendum hasn't happened yet. So, of the Tommy G Goes Full Frame series of videos. Um, so that's forthcoming. I don't really have a whole lot of medical updates to give you guys other than, I'm continuing to do the BiPAP and the oxygen and, going, Squeakers is sitting on other people's cars now. Sorry, I got distracted. What's up, Squeakers? He owns the place. Um, this is his house or parking lot, whatever you want to call it. Um, but yeah, I did go for my follow up appointment with my primary yesterday, and he gave me called in a prescription for me. Well, not really called in. Now they just do it on the laptop, just do, 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 and send it into the pharmacy for one of those, what do you call it, the biometric thing, like for your glucose, where you like just stick it on your arm and then you check your glucose on your phone. And the insurance wouldn't approve it, so now I gotta wait to get a hold of him again so he can call the insurance company to get it authorized before, I could get it on one of those like RX Good or whatever discount codes. What's up, Squeaks? And, get it for like $80 a month. But the insurance should pay for it. This is the first thing the insurance has really, though, turned down since they turned down my oxygen in 2017 after that last big pneumonia. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm not really all that concerned about it, it's whatever. If you didn't see the video that I already did about this, uh, fucking Charles Band surprised the fuck out of me. I did that reaction video for Necropolis. Of all movies, the reaction video followed all the standard, what do you call it, fair use protocols. Everything in that video should be protected by fair use law. And, I got a copyright claim. And so I disputed it, and they send the dispute for that back to the copyright holder. So naturally, then the copyright holder is like, nope, we don't want them to use it. So, they turned down the dispute. And I could have filed an appeal for that after they turned down the dispute. But then the appeal also goes back to the copyright holder. And once they turn down the appeal of that, then I get a strike on my channel. And like I've already got a strike. Well, actually, it was two strikes on my channel. One, because I uploaded that today's the music video originally as Tits the music video, and they gave me a content strike for that, and then they gave me a content strike for one of the ride along videos because I did a little gag originally in the original thing, that had, I'm not going to say the name of the website because they'll probably give me another goddamn content strike just for mentioning it. But, this video was uploaded to blot.com, just as a gag. If you know the website I'm talking about, how they put that ticker across, basically any video that's uploaded to the website, it's just a little gag. There was obviously nothing in it, but so they gave me a content strike for sexual material or whatever. Whatever. So anyway, I get a third strike in so many months. Like I don't, it's probably been more than that amount of time since the first one, but whatever, But anyway, if you get 3 of them, they'll take down your whole channel and like 700 whatever videos that I've got up on my YouTube. And like, fuck that, man. If you've been following me for enough time, then like part of the whole point, originally the main point of this channel was just to do something to occupy my time as I was grieving the loss of my mom. And it got me thinking about my own mortality, and then it kind of morphed into this thing of leaving something behind so that when my time comes and people are grieving me, if anybody's really, more people will grieve me when I'm gone than they do when I'm around. But, anyway, we won't get into that whole philosophical area or whatever. But so, anyway, so it became this thing of leaving something behind so people that are grieving me and want to spend a little bit more time with me now that I'm gone can just jump onto my YouTube channel and pick any one of these 700 and whatever videos that I've uploaded and spend a little bit more time with me. To be fair, a handful of those videos are like music video mashups and, things like that. But, that's all in fun too. So, it's all there. But anyway, so if I get 3 strikes, all of that is wiped away. And, I don't want to do that. That, obviously defeats the whole fucking purpose. I am planning on making some other stuff, and I don't know how I want to handle every little thing. Because, just, I know I want to do some more nature videos and relaxation videos, but I don't know what or where or when. Um, I know some stuff I want to do, but is kind of problematic because, like, I want to do one, and I know this is going to sound weird. I want to do a night shot of my mama's headstone at Thorn Rose Cemetery. Problem is I'm going to need special permissions to go in there after dark and shoot. Also, it's about an hour away, so that means I have to depend on somebody else to take me there and bring me back, and as well as wait around for me while we're filming, because, the way that I normally do those is I set up the camera and get everything framed up, focused up, blah, 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 and then I just let it record for maybe about an hour or so, and while I go off to the side silently, of course, and like smoke a blunt or do whatever. Maybe jerk off. Not really. Especially not in Thorn Rose Cemetery. Although, funny story that I'm not going to tell in this video related to that. But, you know, that's a video that I want to do. But obviously is very problematic. I want to do more of these nature videos, though, like after dark, like, dark screen, especially, that was part of the reason for buying this new camera is, going full frame, that I could do better low light videos. But, we're going to figure all that out. We're going to figure all that out. I did, win the auction for, for the, kit lens, for that camera. So it is on its way to me now. That is the 20 to 60 millimeter 3.5 S series. And I actually got it cheaper than it would have cost if I had have gotten it with the camera. If retail on its own, it's like $600. If you get it bundled with the camera, it's about $300. I got it for about $210 after taxes. It was $200 before taxes. Of course, it is used, and I won it at auction, but it's mine now. It's mine now. And, we're going to make use of it because it'd be better if I had a prime wide angle 18 mil or 20 mil But, this will do considering the cost of these L mount lenses. Uh, so I will at least now have a wide angle. And the for comparison's sake, on my old camera, my GH5, the equivalent for that would be like 10 millimeter. So that is wide angle. That is a decent wide angle. Uh, and what was I gonna say? I got something else with that. Oh yeah, well it's just I got an SSD mount coming with it, and this probably means nothing to any of yous, but I actually found some 1/4 inch 20 screw couplers, finally, and so I ordered a 5 pack of those. Also, I had ordered and already received a new ND filter along with a extra battery and battery charger and stuff for the new camera. And side note, contrary to popular opinion, ND filters are not to get a cinematic look. ND filters are to filter out sunlight and dark and soften the image. That's what ND filters are for. Anyway, also on a whim, just to use up the rest of the $100, I got this like Joby, they call it a bum bag or something like that, that I thought was probably going to end up being a waste of money, but it was on sale from like 60 bucks or something down to 17 bucks. So it was just enough to finish using up that $100 gift card. And I went ahead and got it, and man, I fucking love this thing. It is, I've been using it for this camera, the DJI Pocket 3 camera, and it's big enough I could fit the camera, the microphones, the extra ND filters and accessory. So it's even got this little Caribbean thing on it with a, I don't know what the Gorilla Pod ring thing is really for, but, and it's got this like little camera, what do you call that material there, that basically it's so that like you can rub it against the lens and clean out like dust and stuff off of the lens. So that is friggin' awesome. It was a really nice buy for 17 bucks. It really, really was. That is a purchase, as I like to say, that I do not regret at all. I have no regrets. And it's actually kind of two sling bags, because it's also this one here that can come off. And this one also has a little breakout thing. But, I'm going to pause for a second and let the Prime guy do his thing. Pause. Yeah, so we are it is almost time for Dad to be picking me up now. And so I don't even remember what I was saying before I paused. But um, I think I was talking about my Bobby Joe bag, Jum bag or whatever. But it's nice, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Um, oh yeah, I was talking about before I paused about it's got one of those like little expandable like scent sack bags that can pop out of it. I'm not using that. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about actually cutting that out of it, because it does take up just a tiny extra little bit of room in there that could be used for other things. But I don't know, because so far it's got plenty of room for all of my Pocket 3 camera, microphones, and accessories. So I don't know. It might, one day I might want to use that. So, I don't want to act too hastily or whatever. I did want to mention, going back, because I kind of skipped the whole medical thing. Um, I'm thinking about cutting off my psychiatrist altogether, because I don't really feel like the Prozosine is doing anything significant. And all the other medications that he wants to try me on are either antipsychotics or antidepressants. And I told him from the start that I wasn't going to do either one of those. As a matter of fact, when I told him that the Lamictal wasn't going to wasn't working out, and he offered he's like, okay, well, what if we try this medication right here? And of course, my first question to him is, what are the side effects? And the first thing he said is, well, there might be a little bit of akathisia. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, I told my first day in here, I told you, I'm not doing I'm not doing antipsychotics or antidepressants, you know, no psychotropics at all. And, you know, especially the antipsychotics. I don't need antipsychotics. I'm not schizophrenic or anything like that. I don't need and I don't want fucking antipsychotics. Akathisia is the worst side effect I've ever experienced. And the Topamax had me ready to fist fight somebody over a cup of coffee. You know, hell, not the Wellbutrin. What the fuck am I talking about? The metformin, you know, has me runnier than a fucking river, you know. I'm saying though, or a mudslide, you know, and the akathisia was 100 times worse. But you know, it's like, so that tells me that he's not really listening to me or my needs. You know, I get it. I'm a little difficult to work with because I am very particular about what I will and won't take. You know, medication wise, I am extremely picky about what I'm going to put in my body. And, you know, that's not it. You know, I really miss my old psychiatrist from the CSB because she really did a really good job listening to me and my special needs. And then she retired and they kind of boxed me out of the CSB, expecting, my primary to handle all of this stuff. And that's not his training, I mean, and I'm not all that happy with my primary right now either. Some days I just want to give up on all of it and not take any of their goddamn medicines. Of course, I can't do that because diabetes and, fucking cholesterol and high blood pressure and all of that shit, Um, I swear to God, that saying, if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. That is fucking bullshit. Because every motherfucking night, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to get off on a little bit of a tangent. So, skip through this part if you don't really want to hear it. But every fucking night, I look at my oxygen machine and think, I could just turn this on right now, light up a cigarette, and within an hour, I'll be done with all of it, And, but I can't do that because first thing that pops into my head is, what about Keys? I can't do that to her. And then I think about my neighbors. I like my neighbors most of the time, I can't do that to them. And that's all out of love, so you can't sit here and fucking tell me that even though I hate myself, I can't love other people because I fucking do hate myself and I do fucking love other people. So, you can miss me with all of that bullshit. Anyway, I'm trying not to get, too depressing or whatever for this video, but, that's just my reality. Like it or not, better and worse, I suppose. Any hoot and kit and caboot and all of that shoot. As the old saying goes, I don't know much in this world. We're going to go ahead and cut this short for right now. And if I can't pick up, usually I'll do always find the time to pick up before the appointment. But again, just to, throw it out there, if I can't, if there is not time, then I will try to film a little bit more after the appointment. If not outside after the appointment, then when I get home after the appointment, something. I will conclude. And, I love yous. I'll be right back. Cutty cut cut. Bust a nut. So we almost did not make it. I've only got a few minutes, uh, and I know that there was a lot more I wanted to talk to you guys about and stuff to bring up, and yeah, I am just at it. I am just blank, and I am sorry for I don't know. I might edit some of that stuff I said out earlier. I don't know. If I leave it in, I am sorry for bringing it up and mentioning it at all. Because, I don't actually mean to put that on anybody. It's just like sometimes I just lose my filter and stuff just kind of comes out. I do that like all the time, especially like when we get to talking about porn and stuff. And, it happens. Because, I forget sometimes that what is a normal thing in conversation for me is not normal for others. And, I really do need to try to be better about all of that and mindful about what other people do and don't want to hear about. So I won't tell you guys about my third nipple. I'm just kidding. I'm just kept kidding. I don't have a third nipple that you know of. I am not really having a whole lot of fun this week. I am, and not that anything is super, super bad this week or anything. It's just like, I don't like these week full of appointment type of weeks. I just want to sit around the apartment and smoke weed and, listen to music and watch videos. Um, I don't want to be out here in the world. I don't want to exist out here. I don't really want to exist at all, but that's another wave in another ocean. Uh, but, I'm here. By the way, complete side quest or whatever. Um, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but like the front of this bag is supposed to be like a rainbow, and it actually is, but it's like so much more subtle than it was in the ad, and I don't like that. I mean, I love the bag and I can deal with the subtlety of the rainbow, but I kind of like my rainbows loud, proud, and out, if you know what I mean. Um, Especially when I'm around phobes. I mean, to be fair, I am closer to the hetero end than anything else, and I'm cisgendered and, all of that. But even if you wipe away my straight ish sexuality or whatever you want to call it, uh, I'm still an ally, and, I like to wear that proudly and out, especially around the phobes, you know. Trigger the phobes. That's my philosophy. I did that at my brother's gender reveal party too, by the way. But all right, this is a really short edition of this vlog because like I'm already about time for me to go inside for my appointment. Good. And so I'm sorry for making it so short, but if I can think of the other things I wanted to talk about, uh, then I'll come back later, film it, and add it on to this. Anyway, in the meantime, if this is the end of the video, then thank you all for hanging out. I love yous, and I'll see you in the next one.